Are there moments in your day when you feel overwhelmed, stressed, or anxious? This is what I do to relax and regain calm in a few minutes. Welcome back to the studio where even dreams believe. My name is Ingrid. I am an artist, a tutor, and a coach. And today I thought I would like to share 5 simple steps of how I move from being stressed to a relaxed headspace. Okay, so now let's see. What scenarios can we use? Sometimes we are either in corporate or we are maybe a teacher or a busy mom or dad. We are stuck in traffic, we are running up and down with the kids, or we just have a hectic day and something happens that really makes us anxious. Okay, what can we do? How can we just step out of that moment of feeling anxious and overwhelmed? So what I do is I have taught myself to have mini mind breaks during my day, and this gives me a little mind break. Some days I don't have to do that, but some days are worse than others, and then it's just so hectic. It feels as if you can't breathe or you feel very anxious. To me, it is important to check my breathing because I know that when I am anxious or stressed, I would breathe very shallow or maybe even hold my breath without me noticing. My brain notices, and immediately it can start panicking, not because of the situation I'm in, not because of what I'm busy working on, but because I'm not breathing properly. My brain is not getting enough oxygen, and that is what is leading to that extreme panicked feeling. But maybe it's not just a case like that. Maybe you have a colleague and maybe you had a disagreement at work, or someone has confronted you and you are in your office and you feel that, oh goodness, what can I do? I am so, or maybe you took offense if someone said something. What can we do? How can we get out of that quickly? Because that can escalate. If we don't catch that very quickly and move on and do something else, that feeling of stress and resentment, anxiousness all together, and the lack of oxygen because we're not breathing properly, can really escalate the situation. It's taken me a few years to learn that I have to sometimes just zip my lips and walk away. Okay, so now this is what I do. Okay, I make notes so that I don't forget anything that is important. Okay, my first step, I remove myself. So if it is possible, say for instance it's at work, or if you work from home, just go to a different room. Go to the loo, the restroom. If it is in maybe a restaurant situation, they also have restrooms. Go to the restroom, excuse yourself, and just go to the restroom. Okay, that's step 1, remove myself. The second step, on your way to the restroom or away from the situation, breathe in deeply. Okay, make a mental note to check your breathing because that is extremely important to settle your nerves and to settle everything again. Okay, so breathe in deeply for 3 counts, hold it for 3, and slowly release your breath with a count of 4. Okay, so in, hold it, and out. And walk, don't run. Don't walk like a sloth or a chameleon, but just walk at a normal pace and just make sure that you are breathing correctly. Okay, repeat this a few times. My third step, say to yourself, I am okay. Reassure yourself, this will be okay. And sometimes you have to say it out loud. You don't have to say it so loud that the whole place would hear, but you can just say it to yourself so that you hear, I am okay. I will be okay. All right. Still make sure that you are breathing. Step 4. Focus your mind on doodling for a few minutes. Okay, now you would say, like, I'm on the way to the restroom. How can I doodle? Where am I going to find art supplies or a pen or something to doodle? I'll get to that. Okay. I'll tell you about that at the end. What does doodling do for our minds? Okay, the act of, we've removed ourselves. Let's go over these steps. We've removed ourselves. We checked our breathing. We're focusing on our breathing. We say to ourselves, we are okay. Reassure yourself. Number 4, we doodle. So our mind has to focus on something totally different to the situation. Okay, so while you are there doodling, or if you just write a word, let's take the word kindness. If we just write the word kindness in a script and we doodle a few leaves or flowers around it, and we put a little bit of color, or we just make a few lines and just color, or a repetitive pattern, any type of doodle. If you say, for instance, you are sitting on the loo and you're in the cubicle, let's take it, we're in a public place or at work, you're in the cubicle, you're in the loo, and you're just sitting there and you're just doodling for a few minutes. It doesn't have to even be 10 minutes. It could be 5 minutes. It could be 3 minutes of doodling and focusing on what you are doing. Make sure you are doing it very well. That focus your mind on what you are doing now. So it's like being mindful in the moment, doodling, doing something. Number 5, still make sure that you're breathing and smile. What does smiling do for your brain? Your brain, when you smile, your brain thinks, we are happy. Woohoo, we got this. We can do this. Yeah, she's smiling. We're happy. That's true. If we are sad, then our mind wants to make us sad. We have to be sad. Look at her face. She's sad. Let's be sad. Let's not be like that. Let's smile. Breathe, smile. And what I try to do every day is, if I see a mirror, I go, high five, Ingrid. You got this. It may seem silly, but you know what? That high five that you give yourself in the mirror, looking yourself in the eye, makes a huge difference in your day. Try it. Okay. So now you have done all the steps. You are going back to your desk now, or you're going back to the table in the restaurant. You're smiling. You look relaxed. Nothing has changed about the situation. Maybe it was a mistake someone made or anything like that. But you know what? You had a mini mind break. You can think clearly now. You are breathing. You are smiling. The situation is still there, but you are not thinking and responding to it in a panicked or anxious or stressed out state. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's still there, but now you can think of, what can I do? How can I do it? And remember to breathe. So even if as you're walking back to your desk or to the table or to the situation where you left from, remember, 3 in, hold it for 3, out for 4. Okay, that in itself is like fuel for your body. It's fuel for your brain. It helps you think, you've got the answer, you've got this, you can sort out your problems. It's just to shift us from being panicked and stressful and overwhelmed. It just changes it, because we are breathing, we can think clearly, we are smiling, we are focused, we focused our mind on something else. We gave ourselves a little mind break before the situation escalated into something worse. Okay, so now, where do I get something to doodle on if I'm in a restaurant? I'm always prepared. I always have got a little notebook and a pencil, or sometimes colored pens or anything like that with me. Okay, so even if it's just one of those tiny notebooks that have got the spiral bounds, like what you would write your shopping lists on or something like that, and a normal pen or something, I always use it. I always have it with me. If I wait for someone, I can doodle. If I need to think or brain dump, I can doodle. So all of those things you can do, but make sure that you have something always handy. You get at the sometimes at most supermarkets where they sell back to school supplies, you get a small box of short pencils, colored pencils. Now that is tiny, and if you have a tiny notebook, you can just put it into a little bag or a Ziploc bag or something, and just keep it in your pocket. If you're wearing a jacket, if it's winter, keep it in your pocket, and then you have got it ready. When you need it, you got it. Okay. So now, I am very happy to say that we have sunshine today, although it is very cold. We've had so much rain. We're so grateful for the rain, because we need a lot of rain. Our dam levels, the water levels, are not at this point not full enough to carry us through a hot summer here in Cape Town. So we are grateful for the rain, and I'm grateful to see the sunshine today. Okay, so my friends, thank you for listening. And in the next video, maybe I will do a demo of a few doodles that we can do together. Okay. Thank you so much. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.